Hi, I'm Petersen. I'm currently a medical student at Stellenbosch University. I also completed my BSc Honors degree in molecular biology, majoring in immunology, and then continued on into my master's degree before switching over to medicine. So currently, I do not have a research project, but during my honors and my master's, I was working on a three-dimensional granuloma model. So we used alveolar macrophages as well as PBMC, so blood mononuclear cells, and label them with gold iron oxide nanospheres. So these nanospheres then magnetize the cells, and then with help or the assistance of a magnet, we were able to manipulate the cells into a three-dimensional spheroid structure. This allowed us to then construct this granuloma outside of the human body to mimic what we see in vivo. I added a lot of the immunology courses that comes in before they're sent out, just to make sure that everything is running smoothly, that all the information, there's no spelling mistakes, and that the grammar is good. I also review some of the case studies to make sure that all the information that's present on the case studies is relevant and it's up to date. So what is so cool about Immunopaedia is that they have these medical case studies where they are capable of building the bridge between science and medicine. Or what doctors have seen in hospitals before, we are capable of bridging the gap with the hard science, writing up good discussions as well as relevant questions for immunologists, which medical doctors can then come and review. So this is something that really interested me, coming from science, going into medicine. And balancing work and studies, so working for Immunopaedia and studies, is quite challenging, but I think the best way that I do it is to make sure that I stay grounded and that I have family around me that keeps me grounded and make sure that I'm constantly on track and working. And time management. Time management is the most important thing. Some of the challenges that I think immunologists face in Africa, and mostly in South Africa, I would say, is funding and support from government. I don't think the South African government currently supports or gives enough finance to immunologists to do the amazing work that we are capable of doing in Africa. I feel like the immunologists and science in South Africa has the potential to exceed what is seen in the West, or even compete with what is seen in the West as well in Europe. We are researching ways on how to construct the granuloma using a bioreactor. So the bioreactor then creates this zero gravitational field, which allows these cells to then come together and form the spheroids without the use of magnetic levitation or nanospheres in order to manipulate the cells. Mostly sport, so rugby, watching rugby as well as playing, hitting the gym just to make sure that I keep fit, as well as hiking and exploring the outdoors. These are some of my favorite things to do. My superhero name would definitely be Kairos, and I think my superpower would be then everything that I touch or work on, whether it be in science or medicine, would be to make it perfect.